Okay, parents, how are we? How are you guys doing? Let me see if I can get my camera ready. I just want to share a real quick video to kind of summarize what our kiddos should be working on this week, missed assignments and assignments that are coming due. Okay, so really quickly, really quickly, we are in our 6th week of school, which means that Mr. McCray has been working on 5-week report all weekend, and they are ready. They're going out for a handful of parents. I have or will be reaching out to you this week just to let you know in advance my concerns before you get the written report, with the hopes that we can set up a conversation on how we can get better at the work. Okay, so let's get on to our update video so you guys are aware of what the children are expected to do. I will go with math very last because Ms. Bailey does an amazing job of letting you guys know what the hell is going on with the other subjects. Okay, so really quickly, Wednesday, they had a vocabulary assignment that should be worked on. Okay, that's ELA, science. There is the brochure for the body system. They should be working on that. Social studies, they have their U.S. Constitution DBQ, and math. You guys were given an ed puzzle to work on for two-step equations. So that's what's going on in all 4 subjects, specifically for Mr. McCray's math class. What missed assignments can and should be addressed? Let's talk about it. All right, so very quickly, guys, as I go through the kids' back office, a couple things I want to bring to your attention, okay? Very first thing was this. On Friday of this week, they had a quiz on two-step or one-step equations, and many students either were absent altogether, or they worked and only completed 50% of the problems. In both cases, they did not get a grade that is going to be passing. So to address that, Mr. McCray has built in an opportunity for them to do test corrections. Let me say it again, test corrections. Here's what the test corrections look like, parents. And I want to be very explicit, very clear. My goal is to give everybody an opportunity to have some success and to bring home a passing grade. What they must do, and what you must help them, is they're going to review the correct answer that I have posted, analyze why they missed the question, and if necessary, go to the video link to explain this question step by step. The next thing that they're going to do is, in 5 sentences or less, explain it to a friend the steps to do this problem. Example, if I were trying to kind of, go through these, get this credit for myself, I would be writing a complete sentence and explaining it as if my little brother was a student and I was the teacher. All right. Well, how is that going to look? I'm glad you asked. Okay. So here's how it looks. This is the question they had. Simplify this expression. 5m minus 4, parentheses, minus parentheses 10m2. They may not remember all of the rules that we went over. That's what this link is for. All right. And Mr. McCray is actually modeling how they should be writing. Okay. So here's my first step. Get rid of the parentheses by multiplying. All right. 1 times the parentheses. The parentheses fall away, and this is what I got left. Then I have -1 times the parentheses. This is what I get. Actually, that should be I'm not sure why Mr. McCray made that mistake, but here we go. 10M should be -2, not +4. Not sure why I did that, guys. Sorry about that. So we're combining like terms, and in my final step, it should be -5 and +2. I think I did actually correct it. I did. So what they are expected to do is there were some missing steps. So I gave them the first step and I gave them the final step. They got to give me what the middle steps might have been. Okay. So first step is, second step is, third step is, fourth step is. If they have no idea what to do, they need to click this link that explains how this process works and what it looks like. Let's go to another question. 4x plus 20xy. All right, this is the link to explain it. I gave them the first and the final step. They got to fill in the middle. What's the first step? Second step, third step. Examples, abide, okay? And each opportunity for them to redo their work is going to allow me to change their grade and give them a 1 additional letter grade as a way of incentivizing them for doing the work. So if they had a C, it can become a B. If they had an F, it can become a D. All right, so parents, that's a real big thing that has and should be done this week to address the grades. As mentioned earlier, every Wednesday, the kids have been assigned Edpuzzle videos. Okay, many are not doing them. Some are doing them. If I just were going to kind of put context together for the last 5 weeks, here's what my Edpuzzle results have looked like. And parents, they're using Edpuzzle in every class, so they're pretty familiar with this. And it allows them to hear the lecture more than once. And that is the nice thing about it. Okay. All right, so they've gotten an Edpuzzle video for the last 6 Wednesdays. That's today, last week, the week before, the week before, the week before. As you can tell, there's many opportunities for them to make up missed work. Okay. All right. And let me end this video by just simply saying, parents, there's 3 things that I've identified that are impacting poor grades. Okay. First thing is this: lack of participation in the classroom. Okay. On many occasions, Mr. McCray has told them, the more material we get through in class, the less material you have for homework. Okay. So the participation piece allows us not to get through as much work. So they have work that goes home. So they're not participating. Therefore, they get home and they have content that they don't really understand. Okay. So they're not understanding the content. They're not participating in class. They're not asking for help. So when they get quizzes and test assessments, they're not really performing well. The biggest thing that will alleviate all of that is 3 things: practice, practice, more practice. Mr. McCray has assignments that are given out on Monday and Tuesday. They need to practice them. Mr. McCray has Edpuzzles that are given out on Wednesday. They need to practice them. Mr. McCray gives out a Prodigy assignment, Prodigy Practice, which is a math program that they're expected to do 60 minutes on Saturday and Sunday. Practice. So I built in 4 days that they should be practicing out of the 7. If we can get them practicing, we can get them to have a better mastery of the grades. Okay, so this was a little longer than I anticipated, but I hope it gives you a nice little overview of what your young person should be doing today. All right, thank you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.